Welcome to Memorial Stadium and the sea of red in the heartland of Lincoln, Nebraska. An uncommon place and home to an uncommon program with a championship pedigree. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Akron Zips, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Zips will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. Just barely able to keep him from housing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. The Cornhuskers offense will get the football first. I know Bo Nix has the single-season completion record, but this guy may make a run for it if he has many more games like the last one, David.
It was crazy. I mean, it was interesting to watch, man. Just in a rhythm, not fooled, like just so confident, knew his answers to the test before the questions were even asked. And defensively, that presents a huge challenge. And Jesse, how do you want to attack him? Because something has to change after that last game we saw.
Yeah, I think one of the big keys for him having that kind of day and that kind of accuracy was his offensive line gave him a lot of time to survey the field and throw dunks. So if you're on defense here, you've got to find a way to disrupt his rhythm. You've got to be able to get pressure on him. You don't necessarily have to get him to the ground and sack him, but the ball has got to come out early. You cannot let him sit back there and pick you apart.
Third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these third and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up at first and goal.
The Cornhuskers will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Let's it go to the end.
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown on the opening drive of the game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. So the Akron Zips offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And David, they've got a tight end who might not be a superstar, but he always seems to be in the right place, always ready to be a safety valve for this quarterback.
No, and this guy dictates to the defense. It's so nice to be able to move him around. He's the chess piece. He's the playmaker on offense that can do a lot of things. And if they're going to be successful, the big tight end's going to be the reason why.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, this guy right here, he fits into that because of his speed. You saw on that blitz, they had no shot of blocking him. He's able to get home to the quarterback to come up with a massive sack.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking for a man, it's Finley. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense and coverage forcing the incomplete.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass It's not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Zips will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. First down on the nice pickup there. And the Huskers want to crank the tempo. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Johnson. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The offense changing the play. Snagged in the middle. The Huskers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to keep it in the air. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. The give to the back.
I know it's early. It's still a really close game. At this distance, I think you just take the points. I think you kick the field goal here, guys.
Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Nebraska. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he did make that excess lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play.
And pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Dropping back, it's Finley. Gets it out quickly. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
The give to the tailback. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Akron. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
And as he throws, makes a connection. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense set on first down. Quarterback keeps it. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. He sends 3 receivers right, maybe looking for man coverage on the left on 2nd and 5. He's going to run it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. The Cornhuskers will bring the punt team onto the field. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking for a man. It's Finley. Dumps it off in the flats. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the shuffle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Zips will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the...
Wide open spaces. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Huskers in the hurry-up. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike, Rozier, Roger, Craig. I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska is going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
The Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw, it's Rhule. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Husker! Fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy's becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over Kansas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
The Zips come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
And the Zips will punt it away on 4th down. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Might be changing the route. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
Not much of a decision to make there, as the defense will move him back. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Back to pass, it's Raiola. He put some heat on that one down the middle. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And that's not a surprise for this offense, man. They continue to find him. He's made those big plays. He's put some touchdowns on the board. He's been the big play guy in this offense. And I don't think I'd stop either. We're still getting started in this football game, and they're going to see more of those deep shots to him.
Wants to fire on second down. This time on target. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Key. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29. Trust the most.
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Got a little space. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, the ground game. Steaming into the backfield to make this stop, and he'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now on 2nd down. To the air, it's Finley. Plucks it out of the air. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Zips will hustle to the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking left. Pulls it in. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. And an explosive play gets this offense working.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Adams. And the defense set from the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They boot it away. And the ball comes to rest right there.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they love
throwing and running the football, David.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Quarterback may change this route. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
But all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
Wide open downfield. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Back to throw, it's Raiola. Skips away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on third down. And he's dragged down after the interception. And
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first two quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate. Let's send it back to the guys at...
And the Huskers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play. Defense for special teams, everything can...
But you got to make something happen, and it got to start on this drive.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but been able to stop him in his tracks.
Dixon, it'll be 4th down. And the Zips will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the back.
negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain.
That when I break, I can catch the...
Looking downfield, it's Rhule. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup,
think about stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
A designed run for the quarterback. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. They're going to foul Cornhuskers.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams and...
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good.
Here, Colorado State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Cam the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet.
And the returner will be brought down. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
the run game just has offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Looking for space. It's Curry. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball kicks.
The Zips decide to punt it away. Needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Motion from the back. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Scanning the field, it's Rhule. Finds his man, it's Key. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would way to get back in this game.
Hey. Looking to throw on first down. He got it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll give it to the back. Has been delivered.
It's your and keep scoring.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. And they tackle him at the 19.
Third sack of the game. They just keep applying pressure, and it's working. Do not stop.
Sets up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yards on that one, but don't be afraid to dial that play up again later.
They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. And the Zips line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And here...
Doubt everything their play caller is dialing up.
Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Still on his feet at the 45. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And
Come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. An unforced error there. They don't get this. 2nd down coming up. Give to the running back. And he never... Making side slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field.
he's not used to... It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man down the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Zips will try to pin them back with to work it the other way. That's a Perkers ready to go back to work on offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to
team, but understand.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe.
There he goes. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Man, this is a punch to the gut when you know you're losing.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
Offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close?
Stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Absolutely center cut. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Fires to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They go to the wide receiver screen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's pulled down right at the 42-yard line. 4th down coming, and might they roll the dice from their own territory. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players